If you've ever called yourself inconsistent but you still have big dreams and goals you want to achieve, watch this video. The problem is that you thought that setting the goals will make you consistent. It will make you actually do the things that you wanted so that you can achieve the life you wanted to achieve. But goals do not change you. What actually changes is what you believe about yourself. And until you change that belief system, no goal you set is ever going to work. Here's how we're going to fix that. First thing you need to understand is that goals alone do not work. Goals are about the future and identity is right now. And a lot of times, your goal might be sitting on a broken base. So for instance, you would say that I want to lose 20 kilograms, but you also feel as if you're always somebody who quits. Guess what's going to win? That identity that you're a quitter is going to win, and you will not know what happens, but along the way, you are actually going to quit because the belief of who you are is the present, and that is what leads you. Let's take two women. We're going to call them Lois and Grace. Lois and Grace both want to start a planner business in the next 90 days. Lois says, I'm going to start a planner in 90 days. I'm going to be an entrepreneur. Whereas Grace says, every day I'm going to spend time designing the planner and finding the people who are actually going to buy from me. She has set for herself 3 tasks she's going to do every day towards the goal of launching in the next 90 days. Within the next 90 days, Grace is going to launch, not because she's smarter than Lois, but because she's taking the daily steps and is already doing the work. So Grace is living in her identity. Lois is still working at a goal and waiting to feel ready. This is the difference between an ambitious woman who is a doer and one who constantly talks about the things she's going to do but never actually does it. And if you want to know how to plan your day for success, watch this video. It gives you a 3-system method that helps you to move from to-do list to actually actioning. On this channel, we don't just identify the problem, we also give solutions right away. So open your notes app right now and write down the 3 areas where you feel stuck. Is it around fitness, your money, your career? I want you to write down exactly what you believe about yourself in those 3 areas. So for instance, in fitness, it could be that I always start a workout program and never finish, or that I am such a foodie I can never lose weight. Around money, could it be that I never make enough money to save, and so I don't think that I could ever build wealth? Your career, could it be that because of the politics in my workplace, I don't believe that I would ever grow on the career ladder? And it might be hard, but I want you to read those back to yourself. That's the foundation on which your behaviors are formed. And so no matter what goals you set for yourself in these areas, these belief systems will always win. Now let's change that. Now let's rewrite the belief system instead of writing our goals. Research shows that the brain believes whatever you feed it. The brain is constantly collecting data on itself, and so once you do the habits that you've written about yourself, your brain believes it as the person you are and then actually moves you towards the goals you've set for yourself. So if you believe that you're a person who eats nutritionally dense food, your brain will constantly look to encourage you to put that on your plate. If you believe that you're a person who wakes up and does one hard task towards her business, towards her career before going onto the phone, then your brain will encourage you in that process. And so before you know it, these goals that you've set for yourself are coming true because the present version of you is working towards them, and it's going to help you to achieve that future version of yourself. You no longer have to wait for motivation because you're living in the present. Your identity is someone who achieves those things you have set or written out for yourself. The biggest mistake you'll make is writing these things down, reading them once and never looking at them again. The repetition is actually what makes this work. If you skip them, nothing gets done. There's a reason why mental fitness is so important to athletes and the people who are best world performers. It's because they reassert the belief about themselves on a daily. I want you to write these beliefs about yourself, look at them every day, and repeat it to yourself a minimum of 30 days. In every area where you feel stuck, write these asserting belief about yourself, read it to yourself every day, and take the smallest action. This is what will make your brain stick to that identity. That is what will help you to take the steps that your future self is waiting for. Your identity is shifting. Now daily practice is required to move you from being a talker to a doer. Watch this video next, and I'll see you in the next one.